Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Nerdy Network, and here I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the upcoming Flash movie. The other day I saw the official trailer of the Flash movie, which, by the way, is incredible. If you haven't watched it, I think you should watch it. And so, and and obviously the movie is gonna take inspiration from the Flashpoint Paradox comics. For those of you who aren't familiar with the comic book, let me just break it down to you. The Flashpoint it actually talks about when Barry decided to go back in time to prevent his mom's death. And when he came back to the present, everything changed. Like all the superheroes were like different in a way. Like for example, in this Flashpoint universe, Bruce was the one who was killed that night in Crime Alley, and his parents survived. His dad became Batman, and his mom became the Joker. I know it's messed up, but that's what happened. So I know for a lot of you who've seen the trailer, I know you're wondering like, how could there be two Barry Allens? Well, that's the Flashpoint paradox, because yeah, Barry's mom's death is the reason it is what put him on the path to becoming the Flash. Yeah. So that means that without Nora's death, there could be no accident, and there could be no Flash. So the second Barry Allen that we saw is just Barry Allen with no superpowers, just living his normal life, all that. And our Barry Allen, the real Barry Allen, he said that he practically erased all metahumans. So the only heroes that are in this universe would be including non-powered heroes, aliens, Atlanteans, and just basically anyone who had like magical powers like Wonder Woman and Shazam. So that means characters who have had like their powers from freak accidents like Cyborg, Black Canary, and all that. They either never became superheroes like they are now, or they never existed, because that's how the Flashpoint paradox works. Yeah, everything. And Michael Keaton's Batman, I can't believe he came back wearing the cowl again after 30 years. And I gotta tell you, he's more badass now than he was then. It was when he first put on the suit. His costume, the Batcave, the Batmobile, even the Batwing, they all cleaned it up so good that it looked brand new. And it's really, really awesome to see Michael Keaton back in the cowl. Yeah. Like the Batwing now, they kind of upgraded it to house like more than one person, unlike what the version that of the Batwing that we saw back in 1989. Well, it's just really good. So I gotta tell you, this version of the Batwing is way better than the one back in the 90s. So yeah. Yeah. And speaking of Batman, even Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is coming back for the Flash movie, and his costume actually has blue in it now. Yeah, personally, that's a dream come true for me, because I've always wanted to know what does Batman's gray and blue costume will look like in live action. It's really cool to see this costume in live action, because I know like for those who've watched TV shows like Batman Brave and the Bold, like you've seen his gray and blue costume before. I know it's different from the kind of costumes we've seen him before, because like we're so used to seeing Batman wearing like plain black costumes, and the only time we've actually seen Batman wear his gray and blue costume was when Adam West wore it. So it's a really nice change of pace, especially for this being Ben Affleck's like last time being Batman until the new DCU comes along. Even Michael Shannon is returning as General Zod. So, and that's gonna be really awesome. Given for what I saw in the trailer, it's like watching the Man of Steel for the first time all over again. So it's good to see him back in action after so long. And we finally have our first look at the film's interpretation of Supergirl. Now, for what I've seen with Supergirl prior to what I've seen before, it feels like there's like two ways how her story is gonna go out. Like, one, they could actually make her Superman's cousin like she is normally in the comic books, or is she's completely like a gender swap Superman. Like, she's Superman, but she's a woman. I mean, given like her costume, even her hair color is different. Yeah. And given the fact that Michael Shannon's General Zod has come back, it got me thinking that Supergirl might be just Superman revamped as a woman. Yeah. Another thing I noticed in the trailer is that Kara was wearing like this white prisoner outfit, which means that they probably have taken another inspiration from the Flashpoint Paradox story. Like, in the Flashpoint Paradox comic, Superman did crash land on Earth like normal. However, he crash landed in Metropolis, what resulted in the death of like a whole lot of people in the city. And so the US government captured him and kept him a prisoner for so long. Yeah, during those years, they experimented on him and trained him as part of Project Superman, which is a government operation, which would turn Clark into a super soldier for the U.S. government, and he's been dubbed Subject 1. So it's obvious that they may or may not take some kind of direction from that concept with Supergirl in the Flash movie, but only time will tell. And given Supergirl's appearance, she closely resembles Lara Lane Kent, who in the Injustice comics is actually Superman's daughter, who just turns out to be a figment of his imagination. Yeah. So yeah. But like her whole like get up, her costume, her hairstyle, like it was all taking inspiration from that character. Yeah. So I thought you all should know. One more thing, what else I noticed in the trailer with the fact of the second Barry Allen, that like lightning passed through both him and his doppelganger, which means like he could potentially be this rumored Dark Flash that I've been hearing so much about. Like, will he be the bad guy? I mean, with a name like Dark Flash, he probably would. I mean, or maybe it could be a different speedster other than Barry. So, but like I said, we won't know that until the movie comes out. And again, if you haven't seen the trailer, you better check it out, because you're definitely gonna be excited to see this movie when it comes. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Subscribe for the upcoming video. See you next time.